Hi there, I'm Naruto Hyuga, and this is my story, Believe It!
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, Neon Pow here, and today we're doing part 6 to What If Naruto Was a Hyuga. Part 6 meaning that if you haven't watched the previous episodes, I highly recommend you do so, and I have that playlist linked in the description and to the card above. Also, you beasts have been wilding out here with the crazy support on this video and on the channel in general, and I'm loving it, guys. The POW fam community is growing bigger than ever, and it's crazy. Let's keep it up. Also, like goal for this video will be the same as the last one, 100 likes, since I've been seeing that's the sweet spot, and I really want to finish out the series. Also, on a side note, if you guys want to support me just a little, buy a coffee here or work towards another project, maybe an animation, ? I will be linking my Patreon page below, so make sure to check that out. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the video. We last left our young Hyuga protecting his friends and getting impaled by Pain. The situation is looking very grim for our heroes. Naruto is injured, and Hinata and Sasuke are on their last breath. Though, there is some good news. Hinata and Sasuke were able to take down 2 of the side pains. We now hop right back into action. Even as Naruto is getting impaled, he is able to kick away the side pain and gain some distance. The main pain just looks at Naruto and says that, oh, the Jinchuriki has finally decided to make their appearance. However, without hesitation, Naruto turns to his friends and teleports them to the Hokage's office where Tsunade is. He asks her to heal them quickly as they don't have much time. Tsunade asks Naruto if he needs to be healed, but Naruto has already recovered from his wounds because of the Nine Tails chakra. Naruto activates his Byakugan and then readies a giant Rasengan and teleports back to where the side pain was. He lands his attack and it creates a giant crater. Another pain has just been taken out, leaving 3 left. One of the pain shoots rockets at Naruto, but Naruto jumps towards them and twists as he's dodging them mid-air. He gets close and punches the rocket pain in the stomach, causing a mini shockwave to be created behind him from all the force. The main pain uses Almighty Push to get Naruto away. This at first shocks Naruto, but with his Byakugan, he can see how the jutsu was performed and the limitations behind it. Naruto notices that 2 of the side pains are in front of a place where he marked with his flying Raijin. This gives our young Hyuga a great idea. Naruto begins charging up 2 Rasen Shurikens with his chakra hands as he is running towards the pains. The main pain sees this and attempts to use his Almighty Push again. Before he can hit Naruto, he teleports behind the side pains and smashes them with his Rasen Shuriken, obliterating them in the process. We are now just left with the Diva Path pain, the main pain. Naruto is a bit worried since he has used a lot of chakra in this fight and doesn't know how much more he can endure in the cloak state. But he shrugs it off as he doesn't have any time to worry about that. The fight ravages on. Pain and the weakened Naruto look pretty evenly matched for the moment. This is until Pain unleashes his planetary devastation. Everything around Naruto starts to break apart and gets sucked into one location in the air. The mass is getting bigger and bigger. It eventually sucks up Naruto. Naruto doesn't know what to do. He's trying to jump down, but he's just getting sucked in too fast. He can't let it end here. Everyone is counting on him. But this fight is getting too hard for him to handle alone. He wishes his friends were there to help him. Then, without a moment's notice, Naruto hears Amaterasu and sees Pain covered in black flames. He isn't sure what just happened, but he uses his opportunity to blow his way out of the earth enclosure with a Rasengan. As he gets down, he sees Hinata and Sasuke standing in their fighting stances. He meets up with them and asks what took them so long. Sasuke, with a smug look, just says he wanted to leave Pain to Naruto since he knows how well he can handle himself. And Hinata just shyly apologizes and says Lady Tsunade just finished healing them. Naruto just smiles, happy to be accompanied by his friends. As the gang is reuniting, they get interrupted by Pain, who just ridicules them and says he will show them true pain. Pain, who is no longer burning because he has just pushed off the black flames with his almighty push, is done playing games with all of them. Before Pain makes his move, Naruto tells the other two that he has a plan and needs them to distract Pain for 5 minutes. Naruto runs off and Hinata and Sasuke are left to fight Pain. 5 minutes pass and Naruto comes back and Hinata and Sasuke ask what he did. Naruto just points to his eyes. Naruto is now in his Kyuubi state with Sage Mode and his Byakugan activated. The other two didn't even know that was possible. Naruto actually says it was even easier to go Sage Mode in this state. He has been theorizing that this form would be very useful if it was possible. The three of them ready to make one last final stand against Pain. They all charge at him using their signature moves, but Pain just pushes them back with his power. However, this is exactly what the team wanted him to do. Naruto mentioned earlier that he noticed Pain's ability had a cooldown time after a use. Naruto then readies 2 Rasen Shurikens and tosses them towards Pain. Sasuke uses his Amaterasu to add damaging black flames, and Hinata uses her Lion's Fist to enhance the speed and wind power of the jutsu. With Pain and lag, all he can do is take the full blast of the combined jutsu attack. After the blast clears, all that is left are the black rods. The exhausted team is glad the fight is finally over. However, Naruto knows the actual fight is still not over. He tells the other two that he will catch up with them later. Naruto had sensed earlier that these pains were being controlled by someone in the distance. He realized this when he got impaled for the first time. He heads over to Nagato's location. He does his Taka no Jutsu and Nagato flips a new leaf. He does not die in this case either, since he doesn't have to use his Rinne Rebirth, but he is still very weak. Nagato and Yahiko promise to leave the Akatsuki and then go on their way. But before Naruto and Nagato can head their separate ways, they hear a deep voice chuckling coming from the dark corner of the cave. It is the masked man, aka Tobi, but now introduced as Madara Uchiha, accompanied by Zetsu. Nagato asks what he wants. He is no longer part of the Akatsuki, so he shouldn't have a problem with him. Tobi just laughs and says, "One doesn't just leave the Akatsuki, you'll have to leave with your life." He then looks at Naruto and asks if he knows if Killer Bee is doing well. Naruto just stares at him and asks, what does he mean? Tobi then says he has captured him and he is ready to extract the 8 tails from him. Naruto becomes enraged and is about to attack Tobi, but Nagato yells at Naruto to stop. He is running right into Tobi's trap. He tells Naruto that if he wants to save Bee, he needs to go back to his friends and work with them. He will handle Tobi and give him time to escape. Naruto grunts and hates that he has to leave, but Nagato is right. With his chakra so low and with a lack of intel, that is the best approach to take. Naruto heads back to the Leaf Village and Nagato and Yahiko are left to fight Tobi and Zetsu. As Naruto reaches the village, he tells Hinata and Sasuke that they will need to go see Tsunade now. Naruto updates everyone about the situation. This leaves everyone shook, especially Sasuke, who remembers his brother mentioning the name before he passed. He didn't know this was the person he had to watch out for. Tsunade then calls the Cloud Village to update them about the situation. They of course are going haywire since Bee is the Kage's brother and he is missing. With the specific circumstances laid out before them, all the Kage still end up calling for the 5 Kage Summit. Hinata, Naruto, and Sasuke will be accompanying Tsunade for obvious reasons. It is the day of the summit. All the Kage and the samurai are present. As per usual, turmoil still starts up with the Cloud Village Kage and other Kages. As the turmoil is going down, everyone gets a surprise visit from our favorite villain, Tobi Madara. Before he can even begin speaking, the Cloud Village Kage attacks him instantaneously. However, we all know that that doesn't go too well, as he goes right through him. Tobi then begins speaking again like nothing happened, saying he declares war on everyone. No one is obviously taking him seriously, as they're all thinking him in what army. Then, to catch their attention, he says that he has captured all 2 through 8-tailed beasts. This leaves everyone in horror, especially the Cloud Kage and Naruto, as this means Bee has died. Naruto has had enough of the chaos Tobi has caused to their world. He turns into his Byakugan Kyuubi form and is about to lay waste to Tobi Madara, but he disappears away, laughing maniacally. the Kage quickly agree to create a shinobi alliance to take down Madara and his army. There's no time to waste. We now head into the shinobi war. And that's where we'll be leaving part 6 to What If Naruto Was a Hyuga. Now guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to see a continuation of this part, don't forget to smash that like button and hit that 100 like goal, as I know you beasts can easily do that. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that notification button so you guys can stay up to date with all our fresh new stories coming to the channel. Also, for you guys that have stayed this long into the video, next week I'll be having some special details on some special videos, maybe a two-parter, we shall see, but stay tuned for those details. So, without further ado guys, much love, peace out.